Hey guys, what's going on? Daniel here. Now, I've already recorded this whole clip before, but my memory was completely full and didn't record a second of it, so I've got to redo it, but that's alright. So, I want to tell you from the start, the reason why I'm checking everything on the car right now is because the last couple of months, the car being pulling to the left and pulling to the right when I'm driving, mainly when I was slowing down, or when I saw there was a rut on the road, I sort of went into that and pulled aggressively then. The more I drove it, the more it would pull left and right, more, how do I say, uncontrollably, like less obvious. It just came out of nowhere sort of thing. So in the last couple of weeks, it's been getting pretty aggressive when it turns left and right, which has been a bit worrying. And definitely the last 2-3 days, it's getting more aggressive, and then also the steering, it's like I'm on ice skates. Sometimes I'll be driving normally, all of a sudden the steering will just, it's like I'm on ice skates, so you're turning this and nothing happens, so you're sort of like turning it more, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's a very odd feeling when you're in the car. So I remembered that when I got my first alignment, the guy said your rear toe arm has been bent, and I think the guy that had it before me had an accident, and then they towed it by this, because that's what the guy said they might have done, because sometimes they do that if they can't find anyone to hook onto. So this one's bent. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get the torch. Where to that? So it's definitely bent. So that one is bent, but I didn't have the issue that I had now. So I don't know how that still affects it. So I don't know if this, they said that this is blown as well, but I don't know how you test it. This side. I don't know how to test it. So I'm not sure, can't really tell a difference between this side and this side. So I don't know if those end links are meant to be like that, or if they're gone. Not sure. Now remember guys, if you do enjoy today's content, make sure to hit the like button down below, subscribe as well for similar content like this, and if you have any suggestions on maybe what could be causing the issue, or what could be done, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to listen to you guys' opinions and that sort of thing. So yeah. First thing I noticed coming underneath, the diff is really caked on with oil, with some sort of residue. Jeez, that's bad. Now what is that coming from? Jeez Louise. It's pretty bad. So the diff is leaking. That's something you ought to look at then, doesn't it? Alrighty, the front of the car's that way. This is towards the rear. Now, I'm at the transmission. Engine that way. Transmission here. So this is the, I think it's the linkage for the shifter. Now this a massive leak there. There, so I don't know if I can just better angle. So I don't know, it looks like that shaft is leaking. This one here looks like it's leaking in there. So I don't know what's that from. So if you guys have any idea, please feel free to let me know as well. There's definitely a few leaks that I gotta sort out. Hey Nicola, can you get in the car? Can you put him first?
What's that?
Yeah. Alright, now go left and right. Okay.
It's just like wiggling.
So I gotta fix that then.
Is that all done?
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, so I definitely have to fix that. I think that's the linkage for the shifter. Alright, I'm at the front of the engine, front of the car, and I also noticed, which I knew, is the rocket cover on the passenger side is leaking, and it's actually leaking. The front of the car is that way, that's the back, and it's leaking from back here. So I really need to do that pronto. There's a lot of oil there, so that's something I'll definitely have to work on. There seems to be a few leaks, as you can see. Alrighty, so I've done a bit of research and I've looked up for the sway bar end links. I'll try and... So this here, the way I've researched, this shouldn't be moving by hand. So apparently it's, if it moves by hand, it's gone. And you can see that it's, if I put my finger on it, there we go, you can see it's cracked there in the middle. So that moves there, and on the other side, it's not as easy, but it still moves. Yeah, the other one's definitely easier, but it still moves. The boots look alright, but it's definitely shouldn't be moving from what I've researched. Alrighty, so I've done a bit more research, and I've picked up on a couple of things. Like I said about the end links, but also the tyre rod ends. There's no play going forward side to side, from like left to right when you look at the car, but doing this way, it moves pretty easily. And you can see that there's actually like grease or whatever is in there that's oozing out a bit. And then on the driver's side, it's even worse. So that's not good. From the research that I've done, you can see there, it's just oozing out, and there's a fair bit of play. So there's no left and right movement that way, but when I twist it, there is. Also, I found another issue. So this is the lower control arm, so to the driver's side, so that's it there. And then that's the bushing. And as you can see, it's leaking a fair bit of grease. I'm guessing that's what that is. So that's obviously worn out. I think the other side's pretty good. Yeah, it's just a boot. There's no grease, just a bushing. Sorry about the shaking. This side seems to be good. Let me check this other side now, the passenger side. Passenger side seems alright, no grease. Yeah, passenger side seems alright, no grease on that one there. It seems good there. And then this other bushing seems alright. Seems alright. So anyway, so I've been in a Facebook group with WRXs, and I've asked a question on the page and see what a lot of people were thinking. They all gave me suggestions what it could be, and most of them was just saying go underneath and check it out. So that's what I did today. Lifted it up, went underneath and checked it out. I didn't really know what I was looking for, but I do know that when I had my car lined last month, I was saying that my right rear sway bar end link was gone. I was busted. So I was having a look. I couldn't see a difference between the left and the right side. So I went on YouTube, and then I was just looking up different ways to sort of figure out what this is. I actually put a link to the video that actually helped me out a lot, find a lot of the problems that I actually came up with. So I'll tell you what I come up with. At the front, the sway bar end links which you'll see either before this clip or after this clip, the sway bar end links can move left and right like a fair bit, and apparently that shouldn't move whatsoever, or it should be very tight, but I could easily turn it left and right. The driver side more than the passenger side, so there's that. If I'm talking really fast, I'm just a lot of information I'm trying to spit out at the moment. So yeah, so they're the end links. I couldn't really figure out what was wrong with the rear. I couldn't see the difference. The videos that I saw, they actually didn't show the rear, they just showed the front. So I couldn't really pick up what the difference is on the rear. So that was a bit confusing for me. The second one is the tyre rod ends, or tyre rods, whatever they're called. They don't have any shaft, like any play left to right, but I can twist it quite easily with my hand. Once again, the driver's side was a bit easier to turn than the passenger side. I'm not sure why that is. But yeah, they were still both easy to turn, and the boots itself were actually leaking the grease. So there was that. So this definitely needs to replace. And the lower control arm bushings on the driver's side was actually leaking as well a fair bit. Just the one closer, the top one, rather than the bottom two, because I don't think they're greased from what I saw. So the top one was actually leaking. The passenger side, they looked fine. Couldn't really see any issues with that. But from the videos that I've seen, they actually say if you're going to do one, may as well do the other one, because you want both sides of the car to be even. So that's obviously, you can see I'm quite dirty. I was underneath the car trying to clean a lot of the crap out. But it is what it is. It's going to be expensive. I'm just trying to figure out if I can do one thing rather than all of them at the same time. Just obviously budget wise, it's quite expensive. Just for the end links, front and rear, $300. Just under $300. So I'm seeing what is like necessary. I'm not too sure which one is controlling the ice skate feel. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar with this sort of stuff. Like I said, I'm new to all of this. This is my car that I'm learning on. Speaking to a lot of friends, a lot of people online as well that have helped me out. So I really appreciate everyone's help. And I'll just keep you guys updated to see how everything goes. So. Alright guys, as you can see, car's back on the ground, and that's pretty much it for this episode. In the background, I'm obviously going to be getting some parts and figuring out what is essential that I need. Speak to a couple more people and see what they say and what they think and recommend I should do first. So I can do one step at a time rather than everything, even though probably easy doing everything at once, but obviously it all comes at a price. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for this episode. If you guys have any recommendations what I should do first, or anything else I should look out for that could be causing all the steering issues that I could be having with the car, so let me know in the comments down below what you think as well. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to find out what else happens with the WRX.